Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 in another part of the Journeyman with Leeds United. Today we are back with two very important matches, one at home to Manchester United in the Roses Derby, and then we take on what they called Astana in the Champions League in what could prove to be a very, very crucial match in terms of our qualification, whether it's going to be automatic or whether we're going to be in the playoff picture for that. I have to say, things have went very well since the last episode. You last saw me with that 1-1 draw against Barcelona and then the 1-1 draw against Tottenham. Well, we've won all four matches since then. We beat Middlesbrough 2-0 at home. Nat Wallbank and Aronson on the score sheet there. We then went away to Mönchengladbach, beat them 3-1. Terrific performance that. Wallbank, Navarro and Vitinha scoring in that one. Then we beat Aston Villa 2-1. Again, Wallbank and Vitinha scoring in that match. They're creating a very good partnership between themselves. And then most recently, we beat Arsenal 3-2. From 2-0 behind. It felt awful at half-time, but we came back in the second half with goals through Francisco Jorge, Luke Mbete and Vitinha, scoring a 93rd minute winner, which was definitely offside. I'd love to show you it, actually. It was one of those where you think, how on earth is that not offside? But yeah, I'll be intrigued at what you guys think about this. Let's have a little look. So we've got Kone on the ball. You can see all these. I mean, Vitinha there, he was well out, well offside. But he didn't get disallowed. That's the way it goes. But we played very, very well, and that means we go into the Roses Derby in the best possible fashion on the back of 4 consecutive victories, which takes us to 8th place in the Premier League at the moment. 24 points from 16 games, much more like it. And if we can win today, then we get ourselves back into the European qualification picture. Everton having a very good season at the moment. If they win their game in hand, then they're going to be level on points with their big rivals, Liverpool, right at the top of the Premier League table, which I think is crazy, awesome, all of those things. I have finally got to the bottom of the Champions League qualifications, which got my trusty phone here. It was somebody in the comments, AC, I think, is maybe his name's Adam, just from what I remember. Leeds United fan as well. So qualification for the Champions League, the rules. So in this save, as in real life, England has 4 spots, obviously, for the league. The top 2 leagues based on performance in the last season of the Champions League gain an extra spot, which is why Newcastle United managed to qualify for the Champions League, and it is possible if you do have the winners of the Europa League and Champions League. You could have up to 7 spots in theory if that was all to happen. Although I do think if that was to happen, then and they finished outside the top 5. I think 4th and 5th would get Europa League football, just based on old rules, old hunches. But you can see we're 11th at the moment in that league, in the league phase of the Champions League. If we beat Astana today, who are 34th in the league, then we can, fingers crossed, be right on the bubble going into the last 2 matches. We've got Dortmund and Real Madrid, who, are 2 teams above us. They're going to be very, very tough to beat. But at least Dortmund is at home. We give ourselves every possible chance to qualify automatically. But we will see. So let's have a little look at squad performances. Top goal scorer is Nat Wallbank with 6 from 8 starts. 6 for Vitinha as well. 4 for Navarro. Top assists is 5 for Jorge. 4 for Wallbank and 3 for Vitinha. Top average rating is Andre Lunin with a 7.29. Nat Wallbank up there as well with a 7.26. Very, very good from him so far. And you can see the progress that he is making. I'll just get me out of the way. You know what? I'm actually going to change this up because you don't really need to see this bit. So let's go on to progress there. And what was it? No, it was plans. No, it wasn't plans. Oh, what dynamics? That's the one. So you can see how well he has performed recently, and over the last couple of months, he is becoming the real deal. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes. You know, he is wanted by Everton on a transfer. We will see how it goes. Anyway, this is the team that we're putting out there today against Manchester United. We've got Lunin starting in goal with Santos, Robinson, Mbete and Mizogen in defence. Kone and Ramadani are our defensive midfielders, with Navarro and Malman starting behind Vitinha and Wallbank up top. So, here we go. Let's see how these two get on up front once again in the Roses derby. As I say, we've won 4 matches in a row, so we're in the best possible position, really, to do this. We're in the best possible form that we could be in. Now, what do we want to say? We kind of want to say that we're not expected to win. Okay, revenge, I suppose. A dish best served cold in Football Manager. Right, tunnel interview. It's credit to the players that we've been able to score so freely. We like to play positively. Happy with our preparation. So here we go then. Leeds United versus Manchester United. On the back of 5 games unbeaten. And Manchester United a little bit more ropey recently. But look at, Boving is up top, who of course was a disaster at Fulham. We managed to sell him. He's obviously been bought back into the Premier League. I can't remember exactly who Boving went to, but yeah, Man United obviously see something in him. And no doubt he'll score a hat-trick today. Here's Rashford, loses it. Navarro gets it back. But here's Rashford again. And I said this last season, I can't believe Rashford is still playing at this level and doing this well. You know, he must be knocking on 34 now, is he? Yeah, he is 34. And still able to put in the miles in a Premier League season, which is awesome. Here's Malman on the left-hand side, sorry. Here's Mizogen now into the middle. Oh, Navarro, so close. That was a big chance to take the lead in this match against the defending Premier League champions. I tell you what, I think it's going to be pretty close this season between a good few teams, and I'd love to be able to get involved in that fight. We're obviously a long way down at the moment, but we've put together a good run of form. If we can keep that going, then we can get right back into it. Navarro into the middle. It was a dangerous cross, but dealt with professionally by Manchester United. Here's Ramadani to Mbete, Kone again, Robinson. Now here's Thiago Santos, back to Robinson. Here's Mbete to Ramadani. Now Malman over the top. Vitinha could have got it, but Santos has now won it back and he's still pushing forward, and it's Wallbank who puts it into the back of the net. Nat Wallbank with his 7th goal of the season. What a player he is turning into. 22 years old, of course, and I mean, he is scoring for fun, and alongside the experience of Vitinha, I think it's a match made in heaven. We finally found the partnership up top that we like. Of course, we've still got Peter Murray and Alvaro on the bench that are good, and we need to get scoring as well. It would be great if we had 4 strikers scoring goals, but we currently have 2, and that's all right. He has Mizogen on the left-hand side. What can he do to it? He tries to whip it in, and now Man United building from the back. I still can't believe Max Aarons is in a Premier League title-winning side. Here's Kone. Oh, that was a good idea. Vitinha gets it back and, well, nearly got a goal first time there. That would have been an awesome finish. But as it is, it's 1-0. And we're heading into half-time. Looking good at the moment. And you can see how much possession we've had. 62%. That is pretty impressive. So let's keep that going into the second half. It'd be nice to get a 2-goal cushion and then maybe think about some substitutions. Particularly Navarro on the right-hand side. He's tired and on a yellow card. Speaking of which, here he is now. Thiago Santos forward to Vitinha. Chance, and Vitinha scores. And that is brilliant. Thiago Santos, he's been a revelation over the last few matches. Maybe just needed that little bit of time outside of the team. Now he's back to his best. And, well, it was all started with Navarro, wasn't it? What a ball over the top, though, from Thiago Santos. One touch from Vitinha, and he puts it into the back of the net. And it's now Leeds United 2, Manchester United 0. Absolutely perfect, isn't it? And this is what we want. Right, coming up to the 60-minute mark, we have got a free kick, and Malman is a free kick genius. Can he score from this sort of range? He goes for the shot just over the bar. And I have to admit, I was expecting more from Malman when we signed him in the summer. I thought he was going to be an absolute revelation, and he might still be. You know, when we had Jorge this time last season, he wasn't quite at his best. We're going to bring on Brendan Aronson. I think we'll leave it at that. So 2 new wingers, fresh legs, 25 minutes to go. I'm looking at Vitinha as well. Potentially Ramadani as players that could come off. Mizogen with the throw. Gets it to Mbete. Now here's Ramadani. Mbete again. Jorge. Nice little ball forward. Vitinha can't get there though. Jorge wins it back. Jorge forward. Header away again. Now Nat Wallbank trying to press and get the ball back. Oh, well, it's definitely tricky for Manchester United to get this ball through. Ball over the top, but really disappointing from United. Here's Robinson now. Thiago Santos. Robinson. He boots it forward. Here's Alvarez. Oh, and, well, Thiago Santos missed the interception. Now here's Zichnak and Smith. Long highlights usually end in goals. And there it is. Tammy Abraham gets Man United back into the match. Tough. Right, Tiata's going to come on because he's a little bit more of a solid option than Mbete for this final 15 minutes. Right, let's shut up shop a little bit. We're going to go defensive. We're going to do that. I think we want to go route 1, essentially. That's what we want to do. Can we hang on to this very special victory? I think at the end of this highlight, we'll play or make some substitutions. Here's Zitniak. Ramadani misses the header, and it's a chance. It's Smith. Oh, it's in. It's in. Oh, it could be offside. It could be offside, right. Who's wound up? Kone's wound up. Let's get Casadei on. He's motivated. Ramadani's angry as well. We'll bring Mayano on for him. Now, is this going to be disallowed? No, it wasn't. And let's look at this. Yeah, he was held onside. Well, how annoying. Don't think we're going to get any chance now to... yeah, feel like that's probably what we were at. Yeah, back to that. Anything? No. There you go. 2-2. That's disappointing. We should have really secured that victory there against Man United, but it is what it is. You know, we'd have took that a few matches ago. It's just because we were 2-0 up. I feel like we could have done better, but yeah, it as I say, it is what it is. Now what we've got to do in 4 days is go and get a victory against Astana. That is our big match of the episode. Well, this is rather apt, isn't it? Frank Lampard, freshly out of a job with Everton, is now doing the FA Cup draw. Now, he hasn't had a job since Bolton, so I'm surprised he's still in the game, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's see who we get. Sorry about that. Just sneezed. You probably heard I was about to do that. Let's see who we get in the FA Cup then. It'd be awesome to get somebody like South Shields or Portsmouth, being back at Portsmouth. I don't even know if those teams are still in. Hey, Grimsby Town, that looked like a cool one. Let's advance to the end of that and have a quick look at the draw. Can I see Pompey are playing Tranmere, so there you go. But Grimsby Town, and I think that's League 2, so that should be a match that we can do. Fingers crossed. Let's have a little look at League 2 as we go. It looks like Stockport County got promoted. Interesting. Pompey 4th in that division at the moment. South Shields 2nd. Come on! And they're chasing Grimsby Town, so let's give Grimsby a good old thrashing. And that should give South Shields the edge. That's awesome. Here we go then. Full strength lineup for the match against Astana. Tiara returns at centre-back. Casadai returns in the defensive midfield position. And Jorge returns on the left-hand side. So this should be a match that we absolutely hammer the opposition, but we are away in Kazakhstan, which is very interesting indeed. Let's get the old headphones on. Yeah, here we go. Let's get them on. And yeah, we're doing well, on a good run. And if we can get a big victory here, this could do the world for our confidence. Equally, if we lose, it could be a disaster. But there are Astana. Any names that we recognise in there? I mean, I don't see any. And they've got a pretty empty stadium. But there are our guys ready to take them on. And fingers crossed, get a big victory. That's our plan. So, coming next, we've got Kazakhstan side, Astana taking on the might of Leeds United. Way! Right, here we go then. Come on, let's win this match comfortably. We're going to go attacking from the outset here because, we could do with the goal difference as well. And here we go, Jorge. Hands over. No, Jorge into the middle. It's Wallbang with header. Hits the post and nobody there to get the rebound. That's annoying. That's annoying, but it is another corner here. Can they deal with our big, tall centre-backs? It is away at the moment. Now here's Mizagin. Nope, he's lost it. There's only 4,000 in attendance here. I don't think many of them are going to be Leeds fans, but look how defensive Astana are playing so far. Here's Tiara, gets it to Mbete. Mbete switches the play to Mizagin now. Here's Jorge now on the ball. Jorge still going. Back to Mizagin. Mizagin into the middle. Jorge again. Oh, it felt like it was going to be a penalty, Jeff, there, but it didn't turn out to be the case. Tiara now to Jorge. On the ball, here's Casadai. Casadai forward towards Vitinha. Out wide to Santos. Thiago Santos. Now, went for the shot himself. He should have dragged it back. But it was a good save from the keeper, to be fair. Here's Jorge with the corner kick. Whips it in, header, and it's in. Luke Mbete with the goal. 3rd goal of the season for him. And we're now 1-0 up, and that's broken the deadlock. It's settled the nerves a little bit, I think it's fair to say. Nice little corner, good header from Mbete, and into the back of the net, and it is 1-0 to Leeds United. We have got another free kick here, and it's going to be Navarro that whips it in, and Mbete is there, hits the post. Wallbank was there, looking like he wanted a bit of the action. But look how close it is in terms of points. Here's Jorge. Gets it to Casadai now. To Mbete. Thiago Santos. That's forward towards Navarro. Nope, can't do it. It's cleared. Header from Mbete. Now Navarro. Still going. Mbete to Tiara. And now here's Mizagin on the left-hand side. Excellent run this is from Mizagin. Nope, loses it. Cleared once again. Oh, that's a good ball through, but was it offside? Good save from Lunan anyway, but it was offside, as we suspected. It's another corner. Jorge into the middle. It's going to go far post. Headed away. Navarro back to Jorge. Back into Ramadani. Cuts inside. Tries to go for that top corner. And as I say, it would be quite nice to go and get a few goals today. Get our goal difference up. Because we may need it. We may well need it. But if we beat Dortmund next time out, that is huge. That is going to be huge. We've dominated possession so far. I think we could be doing better, though, to be fair. We could be doing better than 1-0. You know, this is a match that we absolutely should be winning. Here's Vitinha. No, it's not a good ball. Mbete gets it to Thiago Santos now, who's bombing down this right-hand side. This is a good run. Oh, he's lost it. Vitinha now with a chance, and it's Wallbank who scores. Second goal of the episode for Nat Wallbank. And he is just in such a rich vein of form. And he's becoming undroppable, to be fair. And that was another lovely little tap in from him. And that essentially secures us this match. I don't think they're going to score 2 goals. A team that have only got 1 point in the competition so far. But, well, set pieces are probably where they're going to be most dangerous. Ball whipped in. A header away from Mbete. But look at this space, and it's a shot. Oh, off the crossbar. That could have been the moment. Here's Mizajin, gets it to Wallbank. Now Casadei, Ramadani, Mizajin into the middle, and Vitinha. Oh no, it's Navarro that scores this time. Well, we'll settle for that. And now I think we need to bring off some players. We're going to bring Soppy on at left back. Although I think we might actually do that instead. Ramadani can come off for Kone. Vitinha can come off for Alvaro. And I'm actually going to take Wallbank off as well. Yeah, let's do that. I think Alvaro could be a good pressing striker. But 3-0, that's virtually the match in the bag. That's why we're going for 5 substitutes at this stage, all at once. And Danny Namaso, by the way, £30 million bid from Aston Villa. So we will be accepting that for a 31-year-old. I know we paid 40 million for him last year, but hasn't really played too much this season because of injuries and a whole host of other reasons. But yeah, I think he'll be going to Villa in January, which gives us a little bit of money to play with in the January transfer window. So looking forward to that. I mean, we might even be able to get Aquino back into the main squad, which would, I think, help with squad morale. Here's Soppy on the right-hand side. Good little movement forward. Navarro nearly had a chance there to come back. Soppy again, forward to Navarro. It's Alvaro now with a chance for him, and he scores 5th goal of the season. And lovely to see him back on the score sheet. Navarro, his old buddy, giving him the assist as well. And, well, maybe we have to play him and Navarro against Real Madrid. Both Real Madrid former players, of course. That's now Astana 0. Leeds United 4. And we're up to 11th as it stands. Dortmund out of the running. Real Madrid back into the running. They're just 2 huge matches, aren't they? And if we can somehow beat them, or beat one of them, but more realistically beat both of them, and then that will give us a massive chance of qualification for the last 16 directly. And it's also very important when you get victories, 2.5 million in the bank. especially because of our financial situation. We're in a lot of financial trouble. We're just shredding money at the moment. And you can see projection in a few seasons is looking pretty bleak. We're happy that we've got this Champions League money coming in, because if we didn't, then we'd be in a little bit of a bad position, to say the least. Anyway, that is where we're going to leave it today. When are we going to come back? That is the question. I quite like the old FA Cup matches. But then we have got Dortmund not long after. Go on, we'll do Crystal Palace and Grimsby Town in the next episode. Crystal Palace being a fellow Champions League team, of course. That will never get old of saying it. We've got some really tough matches in the Premier League coming up. Away to Burnley, away to Chelsea, away to Fulham, away to City. So this could look a lot different. The picture at the moment, if you look at that, you think, wow, this team are doing well. But it could look very, very different. We're away at Southampton in January as well. But then the episode after that, we'll do Dortmund and Real Madrid in the same episode. And we'll see if we can get through our Champions League group. But fingers crossed, I think we should be, at the very least, in the top 24, which is enough to get us through the next phase anyway. Through some knockout football. We can save ourselves a couple of matches. But, Crystal Palace are doing okay as well. Bayern Munich, very, very low on this leaderboard. Porto, I'm looking at some of the teams that you'd normally expect to get through. And, Bayern Munich are just about getting through at the moment. You're looking at Warsaw being up there. Good performance from them. Copenhagen doing a great job. Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But we will be back with all of that in the next episode. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.